Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Institution again. So we are the best software training institution. So today in this video again we are going to see another video on the series on Terraform. Okay, so Terraform tutorial. So now this video we're going to see about Terraform sensitive output variables, output values. So what is Terraform sensitive output values? So whenever you are running a Terraform, right? So whenever we set output, okay. So now what we can do is that so we can set that output to be sensitive. So by mistake, so whenever we wanted to set the output value, so that output value should not be shown as a shown in the output, right? So by mistake, if somebody had those kind of outputs, then we can just go and make it as a sensitive values. Okay. So as part of the security concern, so security point of view, we should never expose any kind of a sensitive values like passwords, username, and SSH keys, and all this kind of information should not be displayed in the so displayed in the output variables. Okay, now let's go back and see that so how what is sensitive output contains. So now as you can see here, so I'm having one EC2 instance. All right, so I'm running one EC2 instance. EC2 instance is going to be AWS instance, and cloud institution is the instance name. Okay, now I'm having a key pair, key pair and the developer key pair, and then the key pair name is going to be I'm making as a variable. Okay, so if you go for a variable, and the key pair name is going to be this one. Okay, now the default value which I've kept it this particular you know this particular key, this key is been key this key I have been hard coded in my examples. Now what I've done is that here the variable I made it sensitive is equal to false. We have seen the last video. Okay, if you're not see the last video, please go and check it out. Now what happens is that whenever I'm going to apply this one, okay, I'm going to do Terraform plan and apply Terraform plan. Okay, so Terraform plan, as you can see here, the Terraform AWS key pair for developer is going to be showing, right? Now what we can do is, what we can also do like this one is I'm going to do Terraform apply and going to see. So here, so public IP is not been there, so I'm going to do Terraform apply and see how it's going to be working. Okay, so this is Terraform apply. I'm going to give values equal to yes. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the cloud institution instance is creating. Okay, now as you can see here, it will be showing you the public IP address and private IP address and everything. Okay, now what are we going to do is that, okay, it will be showing. Okay, so if you wait for a second, okay, so it's going to show you the private IP address of the instance. So because we have added the private IP address, sorry, in the output, we have seen, okay, elastic public IP address, private IP address, and then the instance AMI ID, instance type, everything has been added. Okay, now what we can do is, if you can go Terraform output. Okay, if you can see Terraform output, we'll be able to see only this particular output is been visible. All right. Okay. Now what we can do is, so we're going to add another output called output is equal to SSH key. Okay, SSH key, and then the description is description. Okay, so SSH keys, and then the value is going to be, okay, I'm going to get this value of this sensitive key. So now AWS SSH key pair dot AWS SSH key pair dot developer dot what I'm going to do, the public key I'm going to show it. Okay, the public key I'm going to show it. Okay, now what happens whenever I do Terraform plan? Okay, so whenever I'm doing Terraform plan, so the public key will be just not be declared. Okay, so now I think I made some mistake. Maybe I develop for ER. Okay, okay, so it's not a developer, it's a deployer. Okay, so now AWS key pair is kind of a deployer and the public key. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a Terraform plan. Okay, as you can see here, the changes the output, it's going to be showing the output of this value in my terminal. So this is very critical, guys. So whenever we are running a Terraform, plan or output or Terraform apply, so this information should not be shown. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what we can also show is that, so now if you can see Terraform apply, so this particular configuration will be applied. Okay, so now next time whenever I'm doing a Terraform output, this particular information will be shown. So now it will say that, everything's up to date. Okay, it's going to be adding the output. Okay, so output has been added, so output key has been added. Now we can see the Terraform output again. You will see all this information, right? So now what we can do is, if you don't want this information to be shown in the output, if somebody, or by mistake somebody has created, so before that I'm doing Terraform format, Terraform fmt, so it can give me the proper Terraform format dot. Okay, now yeah, so it's not happening. Okay, I think something is wrong. Okay, now what we can do is, what I'm doing is that, I'm going to give sensitive is equal to true. All right. Okay, Terraform output. So if you can see the Terraform output now, okay, still it's showing. Now I'm going to do Terraform apply. Okay, now as you can see here, SSS key, the information is going to be sensitive. It became sensitive. So this output, whatever is been showing in the SSS key pair, will not be shown in the console. Okay, this is called SSH key pair. This is sensitive values. So similarly, we can also add the sensitivity for public and private key as well. If you want to mask the public and private key, public and private, public IP and private IP address, and we can make it as a sensitive is equal to true. And similarly, we can also do it like this. Okay, sensitive equal to true. Now if you can see here, if you can do Terraform apply, so this private IP address and public IP address both will be masked. It makes it as a sensitive. Okay, so something needs to be changed. Okay, now we can see private IP and public IP all become sensitive values. Okay, so that's it about this video, guys. So hope you understand this video. So what is the purpose of having the output as a sensitive? Okay, so if somebody is added by mistake the sensitive information in the output, you can also go and make it as a sensitive is equal to false, sensitive equals to true, so that these particular variables will not be shown in the terminal, or cannot be showed saved in any of the output files as well, right? Okay, so hope this video was really helpful for you to prepare your Terraform course, and prepare for interview as well. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And so if you have any questions on this particular Terraform or any technologies, please share your comments below. So we'll be happy to help you with that. Okay, thank you again, and see you in the next video.